Well, hello, and welcome to Inspiration with Sister Joy. I'm so glad you tuned in today. I want to take a few minutes of time to talk to you about the importance of being independent, the importance of standing on your own two big spiritual feet, the importance of running your own race. You know, we all have a race in life. I think it was Shakespeare said, all the world is a stage and every man and woman is a player on it. And that's so true too, isn't it? But you know, so many of us, we have dreams and goals and desires, but we put them up on the shelf because we got scared, or somewhere along the line somebody told us that because it was so different or so unique or just not like anything they'd ever seen before, that we shouldn't do it. No, it's better to be a first rate whoever you are than a second rate somebody else. Run your own race, because if you will run your own race, then what will happen is the world will become a better place. I thought about Marlo Thomas for this show because Marlo wrote a book called The Right Words at the Right Time. You know, she is the daughter of the famous Danny Thomas, and she also was a great actress in her own right. But she said she loved her daddy so much, and when she was growing up, she said she just always wanted to be like her father. That was her dream. She wanted to go to school and become an actress. Well, when she was 17 years old, she landed a lead role in a play called Gigi that was being held at a famous theater in California. And she was so excited because she figured, now they're finally going to realize that I'm a grown-up actress. But her feathers fell because when the press came to interview her, all they wanted to do was compare her to her father. Or was she as funny as her daddy? Could she act like her daddy? Or would the people in the audience love her like her daddy? Oh boy, she was so disappointed. Well, when she went home, her father was there, and she sat down and told him all about it because she was very despondent by that time. And after she got through, she looked at him. She said, "Daddy, I love you, but I don't think I'm thinking seriously about changing my last name from Thomas." Well, her father got quiet, and when she looked at his face, she could see she had really hurt him, almost made her cry. But then he spoke. He said, "Baby, I raised you to be a thoroughbred. You know, when the horses run thoroughbreds, they put blinders on. Oh, they hear the audience chanting and shouting and stamping their feet, but they don't see them because they're busy running their own race. Oh, they hear the hoof beats of the horses side by side that are beside them, but they don't see them. They run their own race. They are champions. Baby, run your own race. Run your own race. Don't worry about somebody trying to compare you to me. Don't be concerned about what other people think, whether you're as good as they are or not as good as they are. Just put your blinders on and run your own race." Well, the next evening, Marlo was in her dressing room. She was getting ready for the curtains to go up when a knock came at her door. She went to the door, and the stage manager handed her a little white box, had a little pretty bow on top of it. She opened it up, and inside was a pair of old horse blinders with a note from her father that said, "Run your own race, baby. Run your own race." Through the years, Marlo said when she was faced with difficulties involved in things that she wasn't sure how she felt about them, she would sit down and take stock of herself and always remember what her father had said. And then she would ask herself, am I running my own race, or am I running somebody else's? You know, it's so easy for us to get off the track. It's so easy to lose sight of our own dreams, our own goals. You know, so many of us pass on through this world with all of our music still inside of us. I ask you, are you running your own race, or are you running somebody else's? You know, God has given each one of us something special to do. Many of us know it and many of us don't. But whatever it is, it's gnawing at our hearts. Whatever that dream, that goal is that you put up on the shelf, some of us have just discarded it. Take it down and dust it off, and let's put it into action. Let's run our own race. You know, because God has given you something special to do, and you'll never be happy until you do it. He is tapping at the door of our hearts, saying the good is for you, and I want you to have it. If you have something you've been wanting to do for years and years and years, and it's still in your heart, I want you to know that it is the Lord speaking to you, telling you that He's got a great big old pretty package for you. Got your dream in it, all wrapped up, great big old pretty paper. Got a big old bow on top of it, and got your name on it too, and can't nobody else get it but you. But you have to run your own race. You have to have enough faith in yourself and faith in your dream to go after it. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. It doesn't matter how old or how young you may be. It doesn't matter what the color of your skin is. And it does not matter whether you are male or female. God has given you something to do. He has given you a divine mission. And until you run your own race, the world will not be a better place. Run your own race. There is an old poem that goes, if a man does not keep pace with his companions, perhaps it is because he hears a different drummer. Let him step to the music which he hears, however measured or far away. Isn't that the truth? You know, some of the greatest achievers in the world were laughed at and scorned because what they brought forth into the world was so different from what anybody else had ever done. But they didn't give it up. They kept on and kept on and kept on until they achieved their dreams. You can do the same thing. Isn't it better to be a first-rate whoever you are than a second-rate somebody else? I think so. My friends, I am here to say to you, run your own race. Run your own race and the world will be a better place. You can do it. Strengthen your faith in God. That is the key. Get in touch with your own divinity. Get in touch with that part of you that says, I am. Because that is God in you in action. And run your own race. This world will be a better place. Well, I'm going to sign off now. This is Sister Joy saying that I love you and I bless you. And I am praying for you. I am praying that the rest of your life will be the best of your life. Till next week, good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. I won't say goodbye, but I will say toodaloo.